Hey, welcome to Banjo Quest number 5. Today we are going to continue our work with Kyle Creed's version of Let Me Fall in the key of A tuning. And today we're going to take it a little bit further. We're going to look downstream a little bit and we're going to see how the Galax lick is used in context. So we're going to be calling back to Banjo Blitz number 29 and 30. If you want to refresh on the Galax lick, go check those out. That'll get you all straight with what your hands need to do. And then you can come back to this and you can see how we can use the Galax lick in context. So I've transcribed Kyle Creed's playing from his Liberty album. My tab is available for patrons over on my Patreon site, so have a look at that, guys. And you're going to hear on measure 8 the Galax lick. So here's the second pass that he plays. All right, it's a little weird to play it slow. Let me ramp up the speed a little bit so you guys can hear what's going on. And let's go faster. And I'm gonna go faster. Here we go. So one way to get this really well is to, of course, do what we always do. We separate out the really difficult part and we play it slowly. So you can just loop this Galax lick from the double stop C-shaped position and it sounds like this. Be aware that it starts with an alternate string pull-off out of a double stop C shape. You're going to do a downstroke on that first string that's fretted and pull off with your ring finger, and then put your ring finger back down in that C-shaped position, and then you do the arpeggio. And you're fanning that fifth string. So looped, it sounds like this. And I kind of think of it as a triplet. And faster. And even faster. I separate out my thumb a little bit when I'm doing the fanning part, which is really unusual for clawhammer. Usually that thumb is working in concert with the rest of the hand, but I've found it useful to give a little separation to the muscles so I can make that fanning happen on the fifth string without moving my entire clawhammer hand. So be careful with that technique. You don't want to end up with a really separated thumb in the rest of your normal playing. But when you're doing a Galax lick, that is one of the secrets that I have found to make that fanning motion really clean, crisp, and on target in terms of not breaking the groove. Another cool thing he's doing in this passage is he plays a measure of what I consider to be basically halftime playing. And so the entire cycle sounds like this. And in context, and a good way to get that down is to just loop that with a check pattern. So check this out. Faster. And faster. And that's a good way to make sure that your rhythm is tight on that. If you are going to fail in this phrasing, it's going to be with that Galax lick and that halftime pattern. That is where your groove will break down if you're not really careful and conscious, and you have it in your bones, in your body, to continue that groove. So when you're practicing your deep listening skills, when you're recording yourself or just listening to yourself play, make sure that your groove does not break in the Galax lick and that halftime pattern. Also remember that the Galax lick is flip-flopping the clawhammer stroke. It's putting the 5th string on the downbeat. So you need to make sure you're hearing that. That 5th string becomes the focus of the stroke and is on the downbeat. So make sure you got that. All right, that is it for this week. I am actually supposed to be on vacation, so I didn't think I'd get this video done this week, but here it is for you. I am taking a break next week. I'm on vacation, so there will be no Banjo Quest. Except for you patrons, I will have something special for you next week. And if you're not a patron on Patreon, please check it out. We just did our first Banjo Quest barbecue. It was a live stream from my studio. We had a really fun time. We shared a lot of laughs, and I think it was a great success. So check that out. We're going to be doing those once a month. And I will see you not next week, but the week after that for Banjo Quest.